Yeah, thank you. Welcome to Humboldt. Hi. Hi, everybody. Yeah, it's interesting that the show is called Humble, Jeff, that you just said that, because I make these Facebook posts for fun. Whatever is on my mind, I find these pictures and I either write these quotes or I find quotes and I put them out all over Facebook, sometimes one a day. It's been a while since I did that many. But I made this from I was just making a Facebook post and it stirred something up in my heart, and I saved it. And I didn't want to post it. It was too special. So it wasn't me that actually named this show. It's so funny, we think we're going to do something and then Spirit has another plan. And so I just love it. I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to experience humbleness and all kinds of different things that is Spirit's plan for me, that I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't really have, I have a few notes, but on the way over here, I saw this, I don't know, I'm sure people have talked about this before, being on this show, especially if they're coming from La Casa, because it's a 10-minute drive, and there's 2 billboards on this 10-minute drive that are the face of Jesus, the exact face that I brought to my show last week, that exact face. And the first one has no words, and then about 2 minutes down the road is another one with a heart on the side of the face, and the words, "No fear." So I just love, love, love the symbols. I'm so grateful for that. And I'm going to have Soren play a song, if you guys can just close your eyes with me. It's under 3 minutes, and it's what I wake up with every morning. And for me, it gives me a feeling of the love of Jesus in my heart. I don't know what you want to call it. You don't have to call it Jesus, but like a tingle in my heart. So I start my day with this song every morning, and I'd like to share it with you guys.
Yes.
I can just feel it in my toes, that song. And I think music, you don't even know what she's saying in that song. We don't even need words. We just have to get in touch with our heart, our true prayer. Sometimes I listen to music like that. Sometimes I listen to Salt and Pepper and shake my booty in the middle of the bedroom at 3 a.m. And sometimes I write music. And it's just, I'm just so grateful for that way that I can get in touch with love, true love. And I actually, I had a prayer that I would find my true song. That was my prayer. If you've ever seen Happy Feet, he's got to find his heart song. But I had a very deep prayer, and it was to know, myself as God created me, but to be myself. And so I just feel so grateful for this moment, this right now. This is like my rebirth. And we're all going through it to some extent. And the prayer of your heart needs no words. It's your true desire will be answered by your desire. How much do you want God more than anything? I mean, it's love, that's all it is, but there's just a fear of the unknown, so we have to just keep going step by step as Jesus leads us through this awakening. And it's gonna look how it looks, guys. My life, I'm so 49 years, my life has been extremely dramatic and extreme and chaotic and wild. I couldn't tell you some of the stories. I mean, I could, maybe I'll write a book one day, but so the awakening is going to look messy. It's going to look like a hot mess. I don't know if you guys have ever met JP, but I was telling the school the other day, this is how JP's awakening looks. But it's not that he's not going through anything. And so right now, I'm just grateful for all the flavors that I have around me. And the colors in Mexico is just so vibrant and so joyful. I mean, there's always a party. They're always celebrating a saint here every single week. And I'm surrounded by just loving souls who all they want is God. That's all they want. And so it's pretty major to be surrounded by such love. And for days, I've had this quote in my mind, and I posted it on Facebook this morning. It was, it's really been taking me deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole of this awakening. And it's simply this: I have never experienced expansion from doing something I already know how to do. So, if we knew how to wake up, then we wouldn't need the whole world to be retranslated into what we made out of fear, from what we made out of fear into what can wake us up. So for me, I get the backdrop of a school right now, and I've just been watching with them. It seems like there's been a shift in the ministry a lot. We shift all the time because the ego likes repetition and comfort, and it doesn't want to come out of its comfort zone. So, the life we've chosen, it changes every minute. So with the school, there was just a lot of expressions morning, I would meet the school and go around the room for expressions, and then at lunch, sometimes one-on-ones, sometimes there'd be expression for evening gatherings. And it seems to have shifted now that function will be the thing that takes the mind high, into that high state of mind. And just when change comes, there can be a little bit of a wobble, but it's all for joy. And that's why when I talk about, like, you don't have to concentrate too much on when you're moved to do things. Most of us have some form of practical things that we do in the day, whether it's just cleaning our house or, you know, whatever it is. But for the school, you know, we've had a couple of things happen where nobody really in the house knew what to do as far as putting in lights or maintenance. It's just girls right now. And so we're all just like, okay, how are we going to do this? And ever since I got to the community, it's been that way. You know, we're not doing things that we already know how to do. And if we do get an area that we know how to do, then we have to take all our past learning off of it and be shown a different way. Spirit works it out. It always works out this way. I don't know how, but it does. And I know when I first got to community, I had a huge no to computers, huge. I had managed to get through college without anything but a computer literacy course, and I didn't even have to touch the computer. And I learned how to do email, and well, right before I came to community, I had to have a friend show me how to download songs so I could send them to David. I had heard of David, and I wanted to send him a song. And so that was practical, but that was it. I wasn't going to do any more. So I got to community, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to learn. And it was part of my area. I had to learn. And I was so resistant to it that I broke 5 computers in a row. They just didn't work because I didn't want them to. And I'm so grateful for that, because now I can always see, like, that it's not the object, the device. If it's not working, I've got to stop and pray and look at, do I really want this, or am I in resistance? Because it's not going to work if I don't want it. That's how powerful the mind is. And this is what I'm learning right now, how powerful my mind is, how powerful my desires are. The responsibility for sight. Everything that happens to me, I have asked for and received as I have asked. Not like, you did this to yourself, haha, not that. It's like, oh my God, I want God and nothing else. And if I'm not believing, well, if I'm believing that I'm a body and a person trying to work things out in the world, you know, that's the one. But I mean, I could go into this. There's so much in this one lesson. The responsibility for sight. I might come back to it, but what I really wanted to give you guys is just one of the students, and I know she posted on Facebook, but just how deep and radical this journey is, and how everyone who's come to be with us is going through something like major at times. And for one of the students, she just lived a life of depression and suicidal thoughts, and then 6 to 8 months of being here has popped through her very own depression. Just popped through it. I'm not depressed anymore. I mean, can you imagine a whole lifetime of living that way, and then just coming and not knowing anything and just being willing to take every step? Who knew it would look like tech? You know, that, would you want to wake up to Jesus by doing tech? Oh, we would have a hugely different idea than that, learning tech. How could that help me in my awakening? This is ridiculous. And so, you know, but I know that because of my computer debacle and many, many, many things. So the guidance was just, and this is what we're learning in the school, that we just join if we don't have the answer. There's nothing else to do. If you try to work it out, research like you did in the past. It will not work. So we just, we came together and just held hands and prayed and just joined in God's love. And afterwards, all of her questions fell away. There were no questions. This applies to every single thing that you do not know how to do, including your awakening. If you think you know anything, then you have blocked the answer. Jesus wants to show us that he can do all things through us. And he also wants to show us that it is not of us. We can and will do everything that is given to us to do. In the school, we have tools. And we have many tools. So we have a scaffolding of sessions all throughout the day, projects and functions as backdrops to watch our mind. Where is your mind now? Are you doing this with the spirit? Are you doing this to get it done? Okay, so that in itself is a lot. We have lots of things like movies and Spiri Bot and the Instrument for Peace. So you can do those on your own, prayer, meditation. We also have buddies, where you have one person that you can go to. I mean, you can go to anyone that you hear their name. But also you have a designated buddy that you can just join with, say, here's what's happening, and lift it up with me and move on. So these are the ways that we learn in the school. The relaxing part of this journey is that you're not going to do any of this. You're not going to wake yourself up. You're not responsible for fixing anything. You're only responsible for seeing what's there in your mind, what's true and what's false. So this is beautiful, because anything that you're thinking that's not love is a lie. It's a lie. So we're digging down, we're going within, and we're finding what's not love. And the only thing happening when it seems painful or scary is that it's being healed. It's being lifted up to the light to be released forever. So I tell the students all the time, nothing that's happening to you is happening in vain. It is for the release, once and for all. And it looks different for every single student. Some of them are afraid to speak, scared to death to speak in front of the whole room, much less a one-on-one with me. I mean, it might take some time to even have a buddy in a bunk room that they feel safe with. It just looks very, very different for everyone. Some find it easier to talk all the time, not really say anything. It just calms their mind, or fidget, or, so those practice, speaking less and really praying before they speak. So everybody has a different lesson, and every lesson is different in each moment. It's not so, we have dark nights of the soul. Of course we are. It's through the darkness and into the light. But I think most of us can admit that it's really, really joyful. I mean, you're going through light experiences and then experiences of the darkness. And that's what's happening for the school. It's like everybody just wants to stay in the light all the time, but we can't. Like, we're in all this love, we've had an experience of it, and then now we're ready. We're ready for the next wave. And I've had waves of complete joy that have lasted just solid months at a time. I've also had a very eccentric life with lots of, so my awakening has been, at times beach houses and Porsches and fine dining. Spirit had to show me that there was no sacrifice. So if I go for God and God alone, eventually none of the form will matter. It won't matter at all, none of it. So that's what but until then, we're going to be shown how loved we are, moment by moment, and that always we had the strength to be the light in which everything can come and go. Everything can come in this space of presence, and we not only will survive it, but we will overcome as Jesus did on the cross. And I'm so grateful that my journey is as gentle as it is. I feel very, very blessed. I was just talking with a friend the other day, and I said yes, even on a deeper level recently. And this yes gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It gets more and more like as you go. When you're just starting, your yes is as yes as you can get. And then your yes gets deeper and more profound. We don't even know what that's going to look like, but wow, all of a sudden I had this total yes. And so how grateful am I that this is my time, my complete time for a whole new way of thinking and a whole new way of seeing and a whole new life. And there's nothing more important in the whole wide world. And I can tell you, for myself and for most of you, I'm sure, the big lesson is to judge not. And it's very obvious when we're judging others, but it's judge not yourself, your journey, your feelings, your emotions, how it looks, and what you are asked to do, and what you are asked to respond to. It is all for you, not to trip you up, but it is for you. The whole world, everything happening, is giving you everything that you have asked for your awakening. It's all for you. And I mean that in the most loving way. There's nothing that you cannot do. Jesus said, when I awoke, you were with me. He did not overcome the world alone. We've already done it. And don't look back. You'll turn into a pillar of salt. What is it now? What is it now? Oh my God, gratitude. Just for recognizing that we're doing the only thing in the world that there is to do. And yeah, it's going to be mind-boggling at times. Can you imagine everything we think and think we know is upside down, backwards, and wrong? Well, that's a bit shocking, because I thought I was a girl in the world, loving these little characters. And now, as you advance on this journey, you really do start to come back. Attachment comes off. In my recent darkness, for myself, I feel like there's not a story attached anymore, which is really good, but that feeling is so intense. But that feeling has been with you since you were born, and that feeling is not you, and that feeling is the lie. That feeling is getting popped. That dark wound is not circumstantial. It is not. We are never upset for the reason we think. We are completely loved, and we are being taken into that love, step by step. You are kidding. I have 5 minutes left? Is that what you're saying? 5 minutes left? Oh, I haven't even gone down my list. See, I didn't have to plan this. I love you, Jesus. I haven't even gone down my list. I had so much to share. Okay. I don't know what happened. Well, I wanted to play the gratitude song again, because I would like to play it again, because I think that you can't have too much of thank you. Shit. I really had so much. I guess, I don't know. I love that it's not up to me. So I'll just, can I? I just thought at one point I thought I'd just do music, and then because I didn't think I'd have anything to say. That's hysterical, but I hadn't picked up the guitar since last week, and I picked it up this morning, and I thought I'll just play it if it comes naturally, and I don't have the words or the music, but we'll see if it comes. You guys don't mind if I mess up. I know this. Very grateful for you. Two words, two words, two words for you. I've got two words, two words, two words for you. Thank you. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you, thank you. I'm free, da-da-dee. I'm free in you. We're free, you and me. I'm free in you. Thank you. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you, thank you. And it's all good now. And I'm settled down now. And my mind rests now. And sweet dreams replace the screams with my mind set on you. What a world, what a whirlwind as I come closer to you. Thank you. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you, thank you. thank you. Two words, two words, two words for you. I've got two words, two words, two words for you. Thank you. Thank you.